Hello and welcome. I am Xlight and this is my channel. Today I'm coming to you to give you our third update on that family who has mysteriously passed away in Mariposa, California. Before we get started, if you would please, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you're not subscribed, please do so and click that bell so that you will be notified when my content and updates go up. Alright, let's talk about this update. So, the way that John Garish, Ellen Chung, and their daughter were reported missing was the fact that their nanny had showed up in the morning to take care of the baby. Their truck was missing. The nanny waited, and the family didn't come home all day, and that's why they were reported missing at 11 p.m. Something I didn't know before was that the couple's house sits very close to the head of the Heights Cove Trail, which is why they happened to take that trail. A sheriff's deputy was the one who found the truck at the trail's entrance at about 2 o'clock in the morning. 9 hours later, 1.5 miles from the truck, in an area known as the Devil's Gulch, the search and rescue team found Garish, Chung, Miju, their daughter, and their dog. And as has been reported, they were all passed away at the time. In fact, the father, Garish, was sitting down. He was in a seated position, and next to him was the baby. It's hard to tell by the articles I'm finding if the baby was on him and the dog was next to him, because the wording is a little off. Sometimes it sounds like he was holding the baby. Sometimes it sounds like the baby was on the ground. But like I said, the baby on or next to him and the dog, and that the mom, Ellen, was a little bit further up the hill from her husband and daughter and the dog. Authorities still have no idea how they died. They've done the autopsy. They did a necropsy on the dog. There was no evidence on the dog or the family of any violence. No bruises, no head wounds. They didn't die of dehydration. They had water in their possession. They didn't have signs in their autopsies that they had died from any carbon monoxide poisoning or any gases that had come from a mine. In fact, the closest mine, according to one of the sheriff's deputies that they were aware of, was 3 miles away. They said that they can't rule out snake bites, but on the other hand, the autopsy didn't find any entrance wound for snake bites, no bruising, no poison, and also we're looking at 2 adults, a 1-year-old, and a dog that all would have had to be bitten and by this or many snakes. There were no other dead animals found in the area, which is new information that we hadn't been told before. So they said that there had been the warning about a high concentration of algae bloom in the area. That had been sent out a month before the family went hiking. It doesn't seem to be that there's any signs that that was the case. Campers, hikers, etc. had been warned with signage and in the news not to drink the water in the area. And I can only guess, but I would imagine since they did live close to the area, they were probably aware of it. They were avid hikers when they lived in San Francisco. They would do some DJing on the side, but when they moved to Mariposa, they became avid outdoorsmen, and that's where they ended up liking to spend their time was outside, doing kayaking, hiking, etc. Going back to the algae bloom, the reports say that human deaths from freshwater algae blooms are extraordinarily rare. That it's you'd have to have extraordinarily high concentrations to kill a human as rapidly as this family seems to have passed away. Well, did pass away within a matter of hours. There was a quote I thought was a little strange from David Karen. He's a biological science professor at the University of Southern California, and he said that it's conceivable that it could be the cause. I mean, if they had a lot of this concentration. But then he said, but a lot needs to be done forensically to tie it into toxins, which is, I don't know, strikes me as a little strange. That seems like you're working towards a solution rather than just the normal autopsy, search of the area, etc. It seems like you'd have to have that in your mind and be trying to work towards it to intentionally tie things in. So, I don't know. I don't know why. It just strikes me as something odd. The police have added that as of now, they have no mines in the area. So I think one can logically exclude the gases, the mine situation out. They have sent toxicology reports out that have not come back yet. I really guess that it's probably down to what the toxicology reports say. And I guess what we'd be looking at there is, was there some kind of poison taken? Did one of the parents or both of the parents decide to drink this poison, give it to their daughter and their dog, which seems strange. But I think that is where we're sitting at right now. We have really no more definite idea of how this family passed away. It's still very much a mystery, and as soon as I find any more current, I mean, this is as current as it gets, but as soon as I get any more updates, I will definitely fill you in and let you know what's happening. All right. Thank you. Good night.